Accept all returns and never make store goal. Got it. This happened over 4 years ago, but after telling a friend, she suggested that I post here to share. I used to work for a retail company that was pretty small. They sold women's clothing. Since it was a pretty low volume location, their goals were often very low on some days. $800 minus $1,200. We had very little foot traffic and this wasn't always an easy goal. This is important later. As many people in retail know, there are many returns that are made daily and this can impact your goal at the end of the day. Also, many people make a living of buying things online at one price and repurchasing the same items online once they go on sale. Once they purchase the new items at the lower price, the shopper will come into the physical store to return all of the items from their initial online purchase. This is allowed and is a very well-known practice. It's pretty obvious to the cashier what's happening because there are multiple online receipts and large amounts of products being returned. This also is a long process and results in hundreds of dollars being returned. I had one woman who would do this constantly and everyone on our team knew what was going on when she came in with her huge bag of returns. Let's call her Maggie Lou. As an assistant manager, I would often attempt to salvage the return by suggesting new items for exchange so our store wouldn't take the hit of this large return. I guess this was very annoying to Maggie Lou and she would get physically annoyed every time I asked or suggested we could exchange her product for another size or find her a new outfit. So much so that Maggie Lou ended up complaining to my boss about me. After this complaint, my boss scolded me and told me to just accept all returns since it doesn't come out of my paycheck, and all I needed to do was add all of the customer's info to the system so the company has a record of the return. The company will handle it from there. Onto the malicious compliance. One day I'm the only assistant manager working and my manager is bombarding me with messages all day asking for an update on where we are at and our goal. An hour before the store closes, we hit our goal and my manager is extremely excited. On comes in Maggie Lou with her bag of returns. She came in super smug knowing I was just going to do her return and let her go. I didn't fight it at all. I did it with a smile on my face because my boss told me to just do it since it doesn't come out of my paycheck. Our goal that day was around $1,000 we made just by the skin of our tails. Maggie Lou's return was a little over $1,200. Due to Maggie Lou's return, our store ended up in the negative for the day. Not my problem. Not my paycheck. The next day my boss wrote a long email to our district manager letting her know what happened and explaining why we shouldn't be allowed to make those returns at our store or that online returns should only be done online. She even showed it to me as though she was doing me a favor or having my back. We still had to do returns and that woman kept coming back to our store and ruining our goal every day she came in. My grandmother, bless her, grew up during the Depression and survived the Blitz in England. She married my grandfather and they had 11 kids which included 8 girls. Gran was a stay-at-home mom and Granddad worked at the hospital so they didn't have much money. Gran, however, had worked as an apprentice seamstress to a fashion designer in England before the war so was brilliant with a needle and thread. She would buy dresses from the Sears catalog then hang them up and study them for a week. Purchase material and make dresses for herself and her daughters. Then send the dress back. She did this for years and was greatly admired for her cleverness. Lol. By doing it that way she was able to turn one $16 dress into 9. With slight variations so they all didn't look like carbon copies of each other. Haha. God, this flashed me back so hard to when I sold my ass off and made goal by myself in like 3 transactions. Then came in the next day and found out some Karen came in and pulled the same shit Meggy Lou did. And we were actually minus 500 in sales. Our DM said nope, we still take all returns. The store has since closed for underperforming. Laughs in retail. I'm a bit confused how this works. Why would you return for more than they paid? If their online receipt says $20 when on sale and your in-store price is $30, why would you refund $30? Well, it looks to me that your manager agreed with you, but needed you to do the MC to get the district manager to agree as well. A lot of companies have a policy that it has to go back to the store you bought it from and online. Sales have to go back by mail to the online returns address. Many places don't let you return online items to stores. Oh well. Just do what the manager tells you. The company, after all, doesn't understand that is going on until SHTF happens. This reminds me of my first job so bad. It was a young adult female clothing store. It was also in an outlet mall with outdoor entrances. If it was anything but nice out, I could count the number of customers. There were days where it'd be snowing and I'd be there for 5 hours without seeing a single customer. But district never let us close early. Guess they'd like to keep the lights on for that one, just in case, customer. Who could possibly spend a whopping $60? This used to happen. But worse in the UK, Marks and Spencer's used to have a 28-day no quibble returns policy. As long as the item was in a resellable condition, it could be returned. There were items like underwear that you couldn't return. People used to buy an outfit, go to a party or similar, get the outfit dry cleaned and then return it. Wait. Let me understand this. Online shopper buys item X online for $200 today. Keeps receipt. Online shopper buys item X online for $100 tomorrow. Ignores receipt. Online shopper comes into store the day after tomorrow and returns 2 of item X showing initial receipt and gets $400 back? How are they able to return items not on the receipt? That seems like a major loophole. Or have I missed what's going on?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.